Josh says hi.
Hey, Josh. I'm just getting this all set up here. Get to this. Gabe's going to be coming in just a sec to get the comments and stuff. So, all right. Let's see. What am I doing here? I don't know. Okay. There we go. So, hope everybody's having a good holiday weekend so far. Just busy here. Really, really busy. Today was a long day. So, we're going to show you what has transpired here with the Alexandria. I don't. As soon as this stupid thing comes up after the commercial, I'll be able to tell. So, well, that's not what I want. Why is this doing this? Just make sure this is on. So I've got it. Never mind. It's there.
All right, let's see. Crochet Lady, Great Northern, and RDG say hello.
Hello there. Glad you joined us. So, let's see. Oh yeah, you can kind of see. I'm looking at the picture here. You can kind of see you saw the bottom of the Alexandria before. So I'm going to show you what has transpired in the past 2 days. You'll understand why we're calling it the Alexandria here. I'll explain all that here in a little bit. But it is now, I'd say about 85 to 90% completely printed. We just have all the details to do. This is going to get a lot of really cool details. Oh, grab that paper, Gabe.
The paper?
The paper in there that shows the stair steps.
Oh.
That way they can get a visual idea of what we're going to do.
Yeah. Oh, and hi, Josh.
So he just said hi. So let's see here. Glad everybody has joined in. All right. So
I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit later.
Okay. Well, we got nothing else going on tonight. All right. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, hi, Ersky.
All right. So Gabe's a little tired. He's not feeling the best today. We're all kind of a little worn out. Church this morning was a little kind of mentally wearing. We found out one of the ladies that we really liked there at the church, her husband just passed away just out of the blue this morning. That was kind of a shock to the system. So didn't know him that well, but know her really well. And it was just a pretty sad day at the church. So obviously she wasn't there, but there were a lot of people there at the church that were good friends of hers. So we wound up just kind of comforting everybody today. So I just made it for it was just kind of a shock. So, but anyway, I still got a bunch done. I think I printed. I did. I assembled 2 levels today. So you'll get to see it, and I'll show you what we're going to do as far as the details go. Looks really good, and now you're going to understand why we're calling it the Alexandria. So let me give you a little.
Great Northern says, sorry to hear that, Lance. May his memory be a blessing.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. I got to meet. I met him a couple of times. Talked with him a bunch. I've talked with his wife a bunch. She's a sweetie. He had a swollen hand for a couple of weeks, but they just thought he had just kind of injured his hand. And so now, people are kind of speculating maybe that was a sign of something else. Don't know what, but doesn't matter. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see her probably. Well, we'll see her next week at the funeral. Yeah. So anyway, between that and this just battling through this big thing, it is now the biggest tower that we have in the room, and you're going to see that here in a minute. We actually had to cut the very tippy top down just a little bit to clear the ceiling by about 1/4 of an inch. So what do you think? This is the first you've seen it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That looks pretty good, doesn't
Uh-huh.
it? I think we picked the right thing for the top.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm glad I thought about that thing.
Uh-huh.
Because that's really pretty good.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, since we're going horizontal, you can't quite see what we're talking about yet, but we'll show you it here in a minute. I was hoping to have these, had those cut off and had these across here by now, but this thing here just took a lot of time. we found out that it probably was not the printer that was causing those ghost images that we were getting in our printing. We got filament in yesterday. We run out, and we ordered a bunch on Friday, and it came in yesterday. So we continued printing yesterday, and something just looked off. Well, for one thing, there's two different types of filament that we use. We use PLA and PLA Plus, and we ordered PLA, and it came in, and we started printing everything, and it had those ghost images again, and it took a lot longer to sand than this bottom section did. So Gabe started reading about the differences of the PLA, and other than a strength factor, there down to the molecular level, there's quite a difference in the PLA. This is a big crash course on PLA for us. If anybody doesn't know what PLA is, it's the filament that you put into a 3D printer. It's the little spool of plastic that you feed down into the 3D printer that creates all of this. So it turns out the stuff that we got on Saturday was a lot lighter weight, and you can see through it, and it dries very quickly when it comes out. Well, turns out when Gabe did some really big research into it, that's what causes the ghost imaging and makes things, puts a lot of big patterning into stuff. The PLA Plus doesn't do that. It actually, when it melts, when it comes out of the tube, the head of the printer, it stays wet on the surface a lot longer, allowing it to smooth itself, self-leveling and smooth itself, so that you don't get patterning happening. So we returned the two rolls that we had. We couldn't obviously return the one roll because we'd already used about I guess about a 15th of it or so, thereabouts. So we couldn't return that roll, so we returned the other two rolls. We took it back yesterday, and it kind of worked out because then we started looking for the PLA Plus, and it turned out they had a big sale for this weekend going on. So it was almost like 40% off. Normally they're $21 a roll for a single roll, and the two packs are normally around $38, something like that. Well, the two packs were down to $23, so it came out being $11.50 a roll. So it was a much better deal than even the cheaper version. So we ordered two full boxes of that because we knew we were going to burn through it when we go over here and do this monster at the end of the week. So we got enough. Hopefully, we got enough PLA now to finish up the Artemis and to get the new one going.
I got a couple things here.
Sure, go ahead.
RC says, let's see if I can stay awake for the live stream tonight. Score for you guys, nice.
Yes, yeah, that was a really good deal.
Josh says he's watching 2 live streams.
Okay.
And Great Northern says Bill Morrissey is one of the finest unknown songwriters out there.
Oh, okay.
He had told Ersky about a song Barstow.
Okay.
By him.
I don't know
the artist.
There's
a guy named Oki in it. I always think about it when I see it.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I get the connection now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Okay. Okay. All right. So, I know we said we were going to put this big building up for a vote as to what it's going to be, but I pretty much settled on what it's going to be. We're going to go ahead and decide. We've decided to make this our monstrous railroad headquarters, and it's going to be the home for essentially 3 railroads. It's going to be the BNSF MRL, which, you know, BNSF absorbed pretty much most of MRL, if not all of it. So we're going to make it that, and then the other one is going to be Amtrak, because those will be mostly the biggest things we run on here, the most of what we run on here. And if we ever decide to add some other road, we get a lot more pieces for another road, it's going to be big enough we're going to handle even another one, because on the top of it is going to be 3 massive transmission towers, so that these will actually be not just the corporate headquarters, but operational headquarters too, where they have that. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. It's absolutely amazing to see. I got to tour, when we lived in New Mexico, I got to tour what was the Santa Fe Operations Center down there, because I knew all the guys down there in New Mexico. And it's incredible to see all the computer screens all lined up, and as a train's moving through the system, how it passes off from one controller to the next controller to the next controller. It's really cool. And the entire system, you can see the entire system for Santa Fe from Chicago to LA. It was pretty neat.
Jeff says hi.
Hey, Jeff.
He's selling Zenscale stuff. If
Oh.
you're interested.
Yeah, it depends on what you've got. Why don't you send us a message? Our email address is everywhere. Do you want to just toss the email address up in the comments there? Just send us a message and some pictures, and we'll see what you got. So what we're going to do is we're going to have on this big building is we're going to have like a couple of floors will be dedicated. We'll probably black out the windows and everything, and that will be the control rooms for the different lines. That's where they'll have that room like I got to tour down in Santa Fe, where you have the entire bank of screens going across there with all of the operators in the different districts, how they just keep moving trains and pass them on to the next. And then we'll have the corporate offices on the upper level, and from there, yes.
Oh, Crochet Lady asked if he was leaving model railroading. He said he's also selling the HO, just sticking with O scale.
O scale, okay. Well, good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Sometimes it's good to just condense down.
Yeah, that's what we did with my dad's collection. We just kind of condensed that down. So anyway, so this is going to be our corporate headquarters for everything. We're going to make some big signs for the tops of the buildings for the different railroads that'll be there. Of course, all the major, like the big wigs offices will be on the top, and then the monstrous transmission towers and dishes and everything else that there is, that they would have up there for communication with the satellites and everything for the trains. So this is going to be quite the cool building that we'll have right here. So that's kind of what we decided to go with on it, because we've got plenty of all the rest of it. We got plenty of hotels, we got plenty of apartments, we got plenty of corporate offices, and we still got more big buildings to come here, so we got that all covered. So I figured we'll just make our operations center right over here. And I think it's going to be a pretty cool building. Oh, excuse me. Get a little frog in the throat there. So I've called it a couple we changed names on the big one behind me. I know we had that as the Leviathan for a long time, and I kind of forgot the name, and I just started calling it the Titan. And so we've changed the name of the big guy right here over my left shoulder. He's now the Titan instead of Leviathan. So if those of you that know the names that I've talked about over the past 6-8 months get a little confused about that, it's just now the Titan instead of the Leviathan. So you're not hearing things different. We've just changed the name. So that one is we're gonna wrap it up. There's some details I'm gonna put on it when we do the same time as wrapping this up. Gabe, I thought about this today.
Yeah.
This guy right here. We were only going to go up to about this level right here.
Yeah.
I want it taller than that.
Yeah.
And I want it bigger.
Right.
Around. So we go to like maybe a 6-inch.
Yeah.
Column for each one of these.
Okay.
I'd like to have that. We're going to go up to probably about this height now.
That high, sure.
Yeah, I think that would look really impressive. It'll make a really good building that's very different. So so when you start to rework those files, let's figure it into that kind of a size.
Maybe we should do that one next, since it'll give something here immediately.
No, I want my corporate headquarters.
Okay.
That's what we bought the 4 rolls of PLA for. We've got a lot of PLA right now. Let's just get that thing printed.
Just done.
Yeah. So we can do this one. This will be our next one in June.
Okay.
So we'll get to it, but let's just get the big headquarters over with and out of the way.
Let's see, Xbob says, hey, I wanted to ask, can an Athearn Roundhouse AC 44-9 go around 18 radius track fine with pulling freight?
18 radius. Is this HO?
I'd assume so.
If it's HO, I kind of doubt it. It's going to be kind of tight. I had some tight curves over here, and I had to get them extended out to about 20-inch plus radiuses for 6 axles to be able to work. 18 is going to be pretty snug. I mean, that's a 3 foot. It seems like it's a lot, but when you consider
it says HO.
HO, okay. If you can, I'd go bigger than that, because especially if you wind up getting some longer cars like auto racks and things like that, not only do you have to account for the engine, you've got to account for bigger cars. Even like stack cars might have a problem with something like that. So If you can, I'd go just a little bit bigger. I'm not sure what the minimum radius that NMRA recommends for that. 18 inches is even kind of tight for in scale. That's about where I like to be to just make sure things are kind of smooth on that between 18 and 20 inch in scale. So for HO, that's probably pretty tight.
I said it would be like 40-foot box cars and short passenger cars.
Okay. Well, even short passenger cars are fairly long.
Yeah, RDG says I would go 24.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the agreement with that. You definitely, yeah, because like I said, for N scale, I'm even having. That's what I had to go with over here on this corner is an 18-inch just on my inside track, in N scale just to get it to run smoothly and not have derailments and be able to run any kind of size car I wanted to and all the 6 axles I wanted. It just wasn't tracking around that very well, so I would definitely go bigger. All right.
Okay. And then Arsky says, I don't see Arsky towers though, haha.
Well, you might in the future. I've still got, I'm trying to figure out how much space I have left for big towers before we start getting to background buildings, for actually freestanding. I know we're going to have a freestanding monster right there, and we're going to have one back in the corner back there. And now this is all my switching area over here for all my tracks to get over the helix. So we might have room right here back. Yeah, we do have room back here for one big one right back here too. So we only have 3 big freestanding ones before we start getting to our background buildings. So that's, we'll still get close to our 20 skyscrapers with our background, probably 20 to 25. But as far as the big freestanders, I think we're almost done. By the time we get done with this big one, we'll have probably 2 or 3 left. So.
He says, yeah, I don't have that kind of room. I can go 19-inch radius, but I'm just trying to get info.
Okay. You can run probably all day long 4-axle engines with that. You just have to scale down. Because when I put my 4-axle Atlas -840 BW on there, it did beautifully. So you might just have to scale down the engines you're using for a while until maybe later you have a little more room. And it did it perfectly fine on the 18 down there. The 4-axle did. So you might think about just doing that. You can experiment around with it. I mean, put your track down and see what will work. But I really think you'll probably have some issues with those trucks binding up. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I think I will show you what has happened here and why we call this the Alexandria. Okay. This goes back to one of the 7 wonders of the world as far as the title goes. And that should give you a little clue right there. So let me get the...
You got the camera?
I got it. You don't have to run out of here.
Yeah, I do.
I'll have room for it.
Yeah.
He doesn't like being on camera that much, so. Okay. So let's just... You know what? I'm going to have to duck under.
Oh,
and get a pan back on this. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if this will do it.
Or she says X-Bob, I did, and go all into the living room.
There you go. Okay, so there's the Alexandria, and as you can see, I didn't hit the ceiling, but we're a 1/4 inch from the ceiling, so it definitely got to be taller than this guy right here, the Titan. So, and the reason it's the Alexandria, see, it's got the circular top to it, the cap up there. So one of the 7 wonders of the world was the Alexandria Lighthouse. It was enormous. So I took the inspiration of this off the LA Tower. It has a circular top like that, and we just expanded. I mean, this thing's huge. So this took, I don't know how many hours that was. Yeah. Took a lot of hours, and that took a full spool to this point right there. That took a full spool of PLA. Yes, it is tall. It took a full spool of that. So, and this is only like 1/4 of the amount of. This took about. This is about only 1/4 the amount of PLA that we're going to have for this big building right here. So that's why we got 4 rolls that we'll be able to finish that up with. All right, so I'm going to duck back under. This way I can show you what we're going to be doing detail-wise. I will say here, because it'll be easier to see it right here, there is a back section that comes on this and down. It makes an L shape out of the base, and it goes almost right to the top, and it'll come about half the width of this side will be how much that'll stick out. It'll be about half the width of the front that'll go that way. So it'll be this little bump out on the back side there. So it'll be that detail there. So I'll try to hit my head here. Okay, so here is what. All right, this will kind of give you an idea. So we're gonna have this stair step feature. You're gonna go to the attic, yeah. yeah. I could. I mean, you can see there. I mean, we're within 1/4 inch of the ceiling. So, so this right here, this line right here, is this line right here. So we're going to have this stair step that's going to be right here. That'll be a stair step up, and it's going to be attached to this front wall. Each side will have this. So we'll have one doing it right here, and one around the corner right there. Yeah, 1/4 inch.
Asks any chance you could run some trains.
We might do some trains running here in just a little bit. Well, I'm just going to get through all of this first, the descriptions on all this. So this will be on each level. This will be on this level here. We'll have these stair steps, and then I'm going to have to custom cut some styrene once we figure out how far back it goes from here to the back wall or to the front wall there. I'll have to put in some styrene around it. I'll get smooth, I'll putty it and everything so you'll be able to see it. You won't be able to see it, sorry. The line will be gone. You won't be able to tell that this has been attached to this. It'll look like it's part of this front face. So then we're going to do the same thing up here on this one. It's just obviously a smaller stair step like this. It won't really be as big as this one. Will be like, 2/3 the size of this one. Will be up here on all 4 sides up here. So that we'll have each one of these will have the stair steps up. What it's going to do is make these corners really cool because you'll have this kind of going up like this on that way like that. It'll kind of create a V shape right here in each corner with the stair steps. So that's going to look really pretty sharp. Then you see I don't know if you can see that or not, but up there on the side of then you can see those ribs that are there, those vertical slats, the ribbing that's on there. We're going to print off a bunch of those, just the ribs themselves, and we're going to do some of those slats coming down between the windows on each level right there too, all the way up to the top. And then I'm going to put some kind of a molding around the top that'll have, like some kind of a dental work that goes around it to give it a really good, a good match to these that are down here. So I think that's going to be what that's going to get. So we're going to start printing these tomorrow while we're with family. We'll just let them print while we're doing stuff for the holiday. And by Tuesday, we should have all of those pieces to where we can do all those, get all those finished, and that back bump out piece right here. We should have all of this finished by Wednesday. Thursday, we're hoping to go over here and start printing this big monster that's going to go here. And I'm going to figure out where to put all of this stuff. Because this thing is it's going to be from like right here to about right there. And it's going to be, the building will be this tall and the transmission towers will go to the ceiling. So it's going to be a huge, huge building. So that's the next thing we're doing. Then after we're done with that, then we'll probably, this big thing, Gabe, that you're going to rework on this.
Yeah.
We'll make that one of the last 3 biggies.
Okay.
And we'll either put it here,
yeah,
or back there, or in that corner over there.
Okay.
We might actually put it like, well, we've also got this spot right here too. We might just let it just be right here with some short ones in between. That might actually work out pretty good.
Jeff says, I'm back. Sorry, I have a lot going on here.
Oh, that's all right, Jeff. Let's see. Get you right back where we were. Yep. All right, so as you can see, we have been printing like crazy, and we have just a little bit left to do. I'd say about 85% done. Once we get, and we're still working all the rest of the pieces here that we've got. We're using that original, that first PLA that we got yesterday that we found out was the weaker, bad PLA. So, but these are just small pieces. So even though the sanding time is going to be longer, it's a lot smaller stuff. So it'll be fine to wrap that up with this. So I think that'll be good just to start burning that what we'll use the rest of that for won't be for anything that will be on the outside. We'll use it for all the bracing pieces that we put inside. Because this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bracing pieces going all the way up on the inside. So on some of these other ones, we'll use it for the bracing inside. I think that'll burn that off pretty quick. And we're going to have a lot of bracing for this huge guy over here. I'm not quite sure exactly how we're going to do it because our print plate is only about 10 inches. So I'm probably going to have to wind up printing the pieces to go across and then glue them together and reinforce them and then insert those. And then we'll have to put some verticals to go in there to keep them from sagging too, just so we can really back that thing. I want that really, really strong. So that, yeah, that's going to be, this is going to change the whole look of this layout. This big building right here is going to change the whole look of this layout. I got to get this shelf out of here that's up on top because obviously we blow right through that with the height. Yes.
RC says, priorities, Jeff. Live stream first, all others is second.
Yep. Yep. So like I said, I told you guys we were going to start increasing our live streams, which we have. We were going to start really getting on finishing up the city, which we're doing. So, I thank you guys for all sticking there with us through that slow period right there at the end of his semester.
Yeah.
Well, he was getting all of his homework done. But now you can see, I knew this is what was going to happen this summer. I mean, he's only into being off for just a little over a week. And we've already got the Alexandria done. We've got, well, almost done. We've got the parking garage. We've been working like crazy on the Skid Row. We'll have this. By the time he's been 2 weeks out, we'll probably have most of that printed. So it's just going to go crazy this summer. Well, we for sure will have all of the skyscrapers built this summer and in place. So the top will be looking really good. Then I'm going to start painting. We're going to start, but I'll get to it. I think I'm going to make the Titan back here kind of a charcoal gray. We had a really, don't you think that would look pretty good with that kind of a name?
Yeah.
That would kind of look similar to that tower that we had in Albuquerque when I grew up. Everybody called it the Darth Vader Tower because it was black.
Right.
So if I get like a good charcoal gray for that, and then we maybe I may make that one with the reflective windows.
Yeah.
To where it'd be a nice, we get a bright color to go in with that black, like maybe the gold.
Oh, yeah.
Like that gold foil will look really good going in there. So we might do something like that. And then we'll start picking out colors for the rest of them. So.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yes.
Great Northern says, I'm getting ready to move my layout. Lots going on here, too.
Oh.
Crochet Lady said her surgery went well.
Yes.
She's back to normal.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, she's doing good. So, so are you moving it in? I'm assuming you're moving it in the basement, just shifting it around someplace else in the basement. Great Northern. I'm assuming that's what you're doing. So it seemed like it was a big enough space for it all. So maybe you're moving around to get some extra space. I don't know. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Jeff says, I thought about keeping it and going on, but I have track issues and car issues that I'm tired of dealing with the whole thing. I'm also working on a 1966 Mustang that needs TLC, so I'm busy.
Well, that makes sense. You gotta have your priorities. So.
RC says, I'm enjoying the evening live stream when I can stay awake.
Well, we're probably next weekend. Maybe we'll do a Saturday day or a Sunday day. I just didn't want to do it this weekend because of the holidays, because people are doing lots of stuff during the daytimes. Either working in the yard or out and about. Going to the lake or something. So I figured the evening would be pretty good. The only thing I figured we would butt up against tonight was NASCAR. I know a lot of people, and this is a big one tonight. I haven't watched NASCAR in years. I used to watch it pretty heavily, but I know I think it's like the Coca-Cola 600 or something is tonight, so a long race. So I figured that might be the only thing that people will be off doing this evening. So that's why I picked, because the Indianapolis 500 was today, and I used to watch that all the time. I have no idea who even won that race. So, or if it's still going on right now, I have no idea. So yeah, so I knew there was a lot of stuff going on this weekend for people, and tomorrow we've got family and friends coming, and we're barbecuing and grilling out, and we're just having a nice day, just kind of quiet day here at the house. So just didn't want to have to do a broadcast in because we figured a lot of you people will be doing the same thing. So we're just hanging out. So
yeah.
Oh, our neighbors are out with the dog.
Great Northern says moving it from the basement to the top floor, a nicer area.
Oh, so you're even bringing it up out of the basement. Okay.
It's great.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
That picture is awesome. I'll have to tell you about that later.
Did he send a picture of it?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well,
good.
not of that, but something else.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, well, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Jeff says someday I'll come check out your layout.
Oh,
I was
sure.
watching racing. Indy was great. Best Indy in a long time.
Oh, good.
And
Good.
Northern says, man, the Indy 500 used to be so huge.
Yeah, it did. It did. My dad worked for a company that supplies all like nuts and bolts and everything that you need in a body shop or a dealership to repair vehicles with, and they use, because of their sponsorships and stuff. We never got to go. But we always had the ability to go. I wish we had back then too. We actually gone to the Indy a number of times, but that's when I was really big into it. In fact, we had. Living in Albuquerque, the Unser family, Al Unser and Al Unser Jr. Were there. They lived there, and the junior was born and raised there. I don't know if senior was born and raised there, but it was a huge thing in Albuquerque because of the Unser family. So it was, yeah. So racing's always been around. So.
Let's see. RC says, what time on my way? Free food. Haha.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, if you guys ever come, I mean, just plan on spending, a day or two here. We'll go do some rail fanning and take you to some of the top hobby shops in the area, take you up to Hiawatha and let you run trains here. Because by the time, people start coming, we'll have probably the loops up here. This will all be done, elevated track will all be in. You'll be able to come and run a train or two and have some fun with us. So that's what we're building it for. It's just to have some fun with the railroad community. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it, and we'll always be open if you're coming through the area. So and there's plenty here if you decide you're trying to think of something to do vacation wise. You can always make this part of it. I mean, 45 miles to Chicago. You can't get much better for railroading than that. 45 miles to Milwaukee. So
Hersky says South Florida is not too far, right?
But the airport that goes to Rockford said they were picking up 3 new destinations, and I believe one was in Florida. So I don't know where in Florida. We already had one in Florida. I don't know if they got rid of it or not. But I mean, that airport's like, I don't know, half hour from us. So that would be an easy one to fly into, and we can come get you. So and it was always cheap to fly in and out of Rockford. They always had fantastic deals. It was just a few years ago, getting down to Florida was like $140 round trip. So I mean, if it's the same from your end, that's pretty good. That's not too bad. So okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Great Northern says my dad went once in the 1980s to the Indy 500.
Oh yeah. That was the era, boy.
Jeff says I'm a longtime Penske fan, both Indy and NASCAR.
Yep. I do like Penske too. Yeah, when I was watching both, I would pull for them. So, 'cause I think it was Penske, wasn't it Penske that shifted to Dodge when Dodge came back? Because I'm a big Dodge guy. I had a I had a 1968 Dodge Charger when I was growing up that I completely restored and had. So, and it's been ever since then. So yeah. So I think Penske had the Dodges when Dodge first came back. So.
Yeah, you've influenced my car tastes.
I don't think so. The kind of stuff that you say you like, I'm not sure about.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
No, I think I would probably end up with a Dodge
Well, it depends on if they pull themselves out of the fire.
Well,
at this point,
those new ones. I mean, actually, both affordable and a Halo.
If they do it.
Yeah.
If they do it, they say they're going to do it, but then, the Hornet was supposed to be this be-all, end-all of something, and it wound up being a total piece of garbage. So, and the Hornet never looked like an SUV. I'm sorry, or even a crossover.
Yeah,
the Hornet was a cool car. So, so we'll see how that goes.
They just rebadged an Alfa Romeo. That's all that was. Yeah. That's why it was so tight. Could you fit in it?
No, I looked at it when I was over the dealership the other day.
So small. Yeah. I like the new Chargers size-wise. I like how you can fit into it. I don't like that it's a 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
I leave that to BMW.
Well, I like our 6-cylinder Challenger.
Oh, I mean an inline 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I get it, but that's
Because mine has just beautiful power and
yeah. What
fantastic gas mileage.
I
So
know. I don't know why they decided to get rid of it. Because now it gets the same or worse mileage than a Hemi does.
yeah.
That new Hurricane one. Uh, let's see. Jeff says he's in Geneva.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, that's not
RDG
far.
says, "Oh no, we are in Wisconsin." RDG. That's what made it so funny because he's Oki's so far away.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're a little ways away from them. It's like a 2 day car drive, or like a 6 hour flight, something like that, 6 8 hour flight. So yeah, we're a little ways away. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. Great Northern says you got to watch Anthony Dodge's stream on Fridays. He's related. Yes, yes. He and I got to talking about that one time.
Cars.
He's related to the Dodge brothers.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Great uncles.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let's see.
That's cool.
Crochet Lady says the Charger was the best muscle car back in the day.
Yeah, I liked it, but I would have rather have had a Cuda. But you couldn't find, even back in the 80s, you couldn't find a Cuda without spending a ton of money. I was able to get the Charger for a fraction of what a Cuda would have cost me. Cuda was a beautiful car. I just love that grill on the Cuda. So it's a shame they dumped the Plymouth line because they could have brought that back.
Well, that new Copperhead
Uh,
sure looks similar to the outline of the Cuda.
does it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, let's see. Harvsky says that gas prices these days, I'll stick to my hybrid Kia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing about a hybrid is we were in test driving some cars because we're gonna have to trade Gabe's in pretty soon. So I climbed into a Lincoln, and we're just gonna get a used one to replace his with, and it was a used one on the lot. And the guy says, well, "Here's the keys. Turn it on." And I turn the thing on, and I said, "What is it dead?" I said, "Is it dead? Is the battery dead?" What? He says, "No, the car's on." And I said, "No, it's not." And he says, "Look at your instrument panel. Everything's up." He says, "The car's on. Trust me, it's on." I said, "No, it's not." And then Susan was standing back behind me. She goes, "Yeah, there's exhaust coming out of the pipe." So it's like, I want my cars to make a little bit of noise, not a lot, but at least something to know that when I turn it on, it's actually on.
On, yeah.
So that was pretty funny. I felt pretty stupid after that. I was like, okay, I'll just sit here. So yeah. So we're test driving because he has put
No.
30,000 miles on his car just in commuting to school. So, and his warranty on his car runs out the end of next month. So, and that's the extended warranty that we bought extra. So, and we can't extend it beyond. So, we're going to just go ahead, I think, and trade it in, and which is kind of good because it's starting to have some problems this week. Since it's got the warranty and I looked it up, it's all covered. So we'll get everything fixed, and then we'll get a good trade-in value on it because everything fixed.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to trade that in probably sometime in July, and then Susan will get the new car, and he'll get Susan's old car, which is the GMC Terrain, and it only has about half the miles that this thing has, and it's a beautiful car. So he'll get
it's
that
so
for
comfortable.
School. Yeah,
and it can get up and go.
Yeah,
it just
So that's we're going to do a big car swap this summer. So.
Harsky says that's what the radio's for the noise.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could put a recording in there of engine sounds. Here's my big V8.
That'll be me someday.
Yeah.
Great Northern says Mopar family, eh?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That was my dad's influence. So, what I really wanted, but yeah, good luck finding that. Even back then, I stumbled across 2 or 3 down in the Southwest. Was a Superbird. Oh man, having a Superbird would have been something with the 426 Hemi in it. That huge fin on the back. But even back then, in totally junked, 100% restoration condition, I think they were running like $15,000-$20,000. But now you think about that now, and they're selling for $1 million now, $500,000, $1 million now. But it's like that's 40 plus years later. He was just like, oh, I really wanted a Superbird. That would have been a cool car to have had. The little Roadrunner on the back, the little emblem and everything on that big, huge fin. So
somebody made a kit for the Challenger.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw where a guy converted a Challenger into a Roadrunner.
And you can get them. You can get the kit to actually transform yours.
Yeah, I know.
I
know. But I'd have to repaint the whole thing and do all that. And No, because where we have the lifetime warranty on
know.
it, I don't want to take a chance of them saying, you lost your warranty because you made too many modifications to your car. Because we have a lifetime warranty on it. We spent $3,000 on that extra lifetime warranty when we bought the car in 2010. And even if the engine blows up on me, like in another 10, 15 years, they put a brand new engine in it, transmission, anything, it's lifetime. And I'll give it to Gabe when I'm gone, and he'll have it as a classic, and they'll still have the lifetime warranty on it. They'll still have to take care of it even 50, 100 years down the line. So that's as long as we keep it in the family, it transfers. So
I may do I may just like majorly restore it, just have.
oh, you can paint it, do all that, but don't do anything that's going to change. Like, don't put bigger tires on it. Don't do any of that kind of stuff because
No.
they can say, "Oh, see, now you've made it where the axles in the back are having a bigger strain on them and everything."
Right. No, I'm
So-
gonna keep the same wheel size, but I'll get the new wheel inserts, the rims,
Right,
the
right.
replacement.
As long as it's one that's like factory approved.
Uh-huh.
That's all you can really do.
Right.
Otherwise, you'll null and void that warranty.
It'd be that out there, just new.
Right.
And then just touch up some of the different areas, and then just
Repaint it, whatever. Yep.
Keep it that red. That what is it? Inferno red.
Inferno red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
That was my Father's Day gift that they bought me 16 years ago. That I then wound up making all the payments on. That's all right.
Has it been that long?
We've had it 16 years.
Holy cow!
I know. We've had your mom's for 17 years. So
No,
yeah, my wife has one.
nuh-uh.
My wife has one too. It's sitting out there. I should have put it up on jacks. Tires are all flat. It was just starting to have a lot of issues, and I thought, well, I'll restore it someday. I don't have to worry about lifetime warranty on that. We didn't get it on that one. So, but now it's sitting on flat tires. And I should have put it up on jacks and taken the tires off. We just parked it and started. We've just been so busy. But I'll get around to getting that restored eventually. So,
let's see.
boy, we sure diverged off of trains.
Yeah, everyone's talking cars now, though. Here's something from Turkey, the Renegade Hut.
Okay.
He says, is there a way to upgrade the motor or power on older N-scale units? He also says the Chrysler Victory Bell air raid siren was powered by a Hemi engine.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just getting into N-scale myself. Now, if you'd asked me about HO, I could have told you a gazillion ways on how to upgrade motors in HO because I did that with my dad. They seem to be very specific for the manufacturers because a lot of them do different things on the inside for weight and stuff like that. Inside the shell, trying to get as much weight as they can. Unless the entire shell is filled with the weight, and then they've got little cutouts for the motors and things. So I really don't know about upgrading them. I'm sure there's probably some videos or some experts that you should get some advice online, especially then if you just actually type in, what type of engine it is, and find out the era of it, and you'll get somebody that can probably talk you through any kind of an upgrade you want. Because there was all kinds of upgrades for stuff. They had Hobbytown drives for HO back in the day, and my dad upgraded most of his engines to Hobbytown drives. I mean, those things would pull the walls down. So there was, and I know how to do all that, but not in at this point. So,
let's see. RC says, I know someone that can sell you an extended warranty. He says, Gabe, you're getting old. I know. Please don't remind me. Let's see. Great Northern says, we live in the Northland. My wife is on her third Subaru Outback. There's absolutely nothing better in the snow. Yeah. Yeah. Between.
As far as like traction and safety goes, yes, but I love my Challenger in the snow. It's my daily driver. I drive it. It's a rear wheel drive, and man, I just love getting out there and playing on that snow. So
yeah, that traction control system it's got.
Yeah. I never thought I'd like a rear wheel drive on snow, but that thing is just a beast. I mean, it's so wide that it's great with that control on there. I have a lot of fun in the snow in that car.
Well, you've got the best of both Chrysler and Mercedes engineering in that thing.
Yeah, so it's a fun one in the weather.
Yeah,
so
but I'd have to say for the best all-wheel drive system, definitely Subaru.
Yeah.
And probably Audi too.
Yeah.
And he says, Chargers are badass. Yeah, they are. I like both last generation. Well, the original. There's no comparison.
They're just not selling. I mean, every time we're driving, doing stuff around town, those two they just got in, they're still sitting there.
When they drop it to below 30, then
Well, yeah,
that's
probably-
something to consider,
probably
but,
sell,
and it's
but
going to,
eventually,
because
yeah.
the electric ones have
Yeah.
dropped that low.
Yeah.
And they still haven't sold.
And they
so.
killed the name. I mean, they just killed the whole brand with what they tried to do, and so people shied away from it.
Who is buying an electric Dodge?
Yeah.
Who do not know your customer base?
Right. Right.
Uh,
All right.
Let's see. Josh says my sister Patty's car is the same way because if you stop the car, shut off, and then when you hit the gas pedal, it comes back on.
Yeah.
We know that all too
Yeah, my
well.
wife's GMC does that. Yeah. That's why I've learned to, when I'm driving it, I learned just to barely stop it so I keep the motor running so I don't put the brake pedal all the way to the floor and I don't have it turning on and off on me. She does it because she just pushes it all the way in and it just stops. It kills it at the stoplight. And I know they say it's perfectly fine and all that, but that wear and tear on stopping and starting an engine like that, every time you come to a stop, no, I learned how to baby it. And I just do it slow like that.
And I do notice that it's a lot more touchy when it gets to the low fuel, when the fuel light comes on, then it starts doing it more often, even if you do that.
Oh, okay.
That it's legally mandated though,
Yeah.
to have those auto start stop. I think they got rid of it, but
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I figured out how to do it without having to worry about it. So
which is nice.
Yeah.
There's
you
another
have to have a
method
gentle
to
touch.
turn it off, but,
Yeah.
but you have to turn it off every time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Willem says nice new buildings.
Oh, thank you. Yes, we just premiered the pretty much almost 80-90% complete Alexandria Hotel. So we will have it done this week, and like I said, we will be on to the Monster. That's just going to be a cool piece. I'm actually probably going to paint this one first because I think it'd be really cool to have the railroad headquarters finished. So that'll probably be the very first one that we finish from start to finish. Finish from start to finish. Well, there you go. Some great grammar there. So yeah, well, this will probably be our first big email. I'll probably before the end of the summer, I'll probably have that one painted. That'd be my goal, is to have that one in place and finished. So.
Let's see. RDG says Sagami or Kato motors. The problem is you need a small machine shop.
Yeah, because you're going to have to probably, like when they have to adjust putting boards in, DCC boards into some of those older units, they got to grind that metal down on the inside on that frame to get everything in there. So I could see why you'd have to probably have that. That's why I won't mess with that type of stuff. Get the modern and run and just have it run till it goes. So.
Turkey says I own a 2007 Honda CRV front wheel 4-cylinder.
Oh.
Yeah, those things are tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love 4-cylinders. I
Uh-huh.
absolutely love them. We had 2 Stratuses. We drove one till it had 250,000 miles on it, and the other one was in an accident, but it was already up over 100. And man, I'd take that thing anywhere. That Stratus that I had, we were in Chicago one time, and we were over for the Chicago train show from Omaha. We lived in Omaha, and we had a tornado hit that brought just driving rain. The parking lot we were in was like this hollow. It was just a real low parking lot, and it completely flooded, and the water went up and over the windshield, up halfway up the windshield. When it finally receded and we were able to get into the car was half filled inside with water. We got it all cleaned out and everything, and we were actually able to drive it home. I mean, that thing was just a beast. It started up immediately, and so it didn't have all those fancy electronics in it right now because we lost one of our other Challengers to that in a flood right here in town, in like 1 foot of water. It just killed the engine. And it was a write-off, they had to total it. But the Stratus, we drove it. We were in the flood on Saturday, did the train show on Sunday. He was driving fine, and we drove almost 500 miles home on Sunday after the train show, and she just did fine. Never had a lick of problems with it, ever. We just finally got to the point, 250,000 miles, and we just knew we were going to start replacing a bunch of stuff. So.
Let's see.
Yes.
Arsky says my Kia will outrun a Charger. While you're filling up with gas, I'll be waving at that guy by.
Yep.
Yep.
That's probably true. That's
Yeah.
fine. I gotta say my Challenger does pretty good in gas, with being the 6-cylinder. Ever since I've had it since 2010, I've averaged, even as it's getting older now, I think I've been averaging about close to 30 miles to the gallon, which for that is great.
Insane.
Yeah, I mean, we used to take it when he was little and he could fit in the back seat. We used to take trips in it, going all over the state and places with him, and he had plenty of room back there. But ever since he hit, about 5 foot, There was no leg room in the back on the back seat anymore, so those days were slowly coming to an end. And then about
Yeah.
3 years ago, they came fully to an end when he hit 6'4". So he just sits in the front with me now when he and I are running errands, and that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good two-seater.
Yeah, it is. It's a good two-seater.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Great Northern says I wouldn't mind having a Mustang EV. Oh yeah, one of the
Now, is that
that Mach-E. That's the
that,
SUV.
the SUV? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they're. I think Enterprise is having a good sale on them.
I would never buy a rental car. Those people.
Or was it Enterprise? It was one of them.
That's rental companies. Enterprise.
Yeah.
People just beat those things to death because it's not their car.
Right.
It's just like people buying the trucks, the panel trucks from U-Hauls. Like, I'd never do that ever.
Or maybe it wasn't a rental one. It was like Carfax or something.
Okay.
One of those. I don't think it was a rental, but it was
Okay.
like even the Shelby version they were trying to get rid of. So.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. You don't
Yeah.
want to,
Don't never buy a rental car.
No.
Or corporate fleet use or
Yeah.
anything like that because you know what's been done to it.
Yeah, most people don't care.
Let's see. Willem says I love having fancy hotels in a metro, so the Alexandria Hotel sounds like it'll be cool. The hotel in my city is called the Grand Hotel.
Oh, cool. Were you here when we just did the tour? Was he here online when we did the tour? Because I'll just grab the phone real quick and I'll show him what it looks like.
I don't think so.
Oh, here. Well, so this is what we were premiering tonight. So I'll just do this real quick so you can see what the Alexandria looks like from top to bottom.
That's what it was. It was Hertz.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still a rental company. So this is the Alexandria that we just finished most of the printing on. So you can see it goes way there. It's 1/4 inch from the ceiling. So yes, it's so this one was 4 foot tall. We just measured it. Gabe wanted to know the height of this when he was doing something. This one's 4 foot tall, so this one's about 4 foot 3 inches tall. So we're
yeah, that short update.
Oh, that's right, that short update. That's what you wanted the things for. So yeah. So there you go.
And he says, "Oh my goodness, that is huge."
It is, because this is about as far until I am on a step stool that I'm able to reach, and I'm 6 foot. So that gives you an idea with the bench work. Yeah. So that's where we're at. And this one won't be quite as tall as that, the building itself, but with the antennas on top for all the transmission and the dishes, it'll hit the ceiling as well. All right. Okay. Ooh, I got my water. That's a good thing.
Good.
A little hot in here. Boy, it was a little warm today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be, we're grilling out tomorrow. It's going to be almost 90 degrees. We're going to grill in the morning.
Let's just do it in the morning before it gets hot. Wonder if we ought to just get started around like 10. Do it then. Or earlier.
Oh, I'll probably be doing about. Well, we have to bake it for 2 hours first before we take it out.
Let's see here. Archie says, have you seen the new BNSF logos?
Oh, the ones for the 250th? That's what you're referring to. I haven't seen them in person, but I've seen pictures of them. You're either going to probably like it or you're going to hate it. And I hate it. I think the Canadian national ones that came out a little while ago, the two they did, I think look better, which is really sad considering that's Canada versus the United States. It reminded me, and I'm sure that's what they went for. I'm sure the whole reason they did it is it reminded me of their 1976 engines that they did. And I saw those when I was living down in New Mexico, live in person back then. I was, 10 at the time? Yeah, I was 10 at the time. I didn't like the paint job then. I don't like it now. I think they should have come up with something unique versus drawing on the past. I know a lot of people are going to say, but that's history. And I understand that. But when you can do anything you want, that engine's a blank canvas. And you look at that Canadian National where it has the screaming eagle head on the side of the cab. I mean, that is just totally cool. And then it drifts back into the flag and everything, the waving flag down the side. Okay. I mean, I get it, wanting to have that history like they did, but still, no. I like most of the ones that the Norfolk Southern, I saw the 6, I saw the images of the 6 that they're doing, I guess they're doing, or they're coming out, or they're already out, and most of those look great. There's maybe 2 or 3 of them that I didn't, but there's at least 2 to 3 that are just really good, strong contenders of competing with the Canadian national ones, in my opinion. So, I saw them. It just didn't impress me that much. So, okay.
Let's see. RC says my hotel is called Motel 7 because Motel 6 is copyrighted.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Let's see here. Josh says very tall buildings.
Yes, they are. I've kind of just gotten a little crazy with them. Um, they seem so cool. And I put them in place, and then after I put them in place and I get one done, I look at it, and I think, oh yeah, and I'm going to have to putty, I'm going to have to paint, I'm going to put windows in and everything else, and I think, why the heck did I do it that big? But it'll be all right. I'll take my time doing them, and when I get them done, it'll just be really that much cooler. So, but thank you. Yes.
Let's see. RDG says Canada. Never heard of that planet. Let's see. RC says Speedo's weather.
Speedo's weather. Yeah, scare the crud out of our neighbors. Send all those little girls that just moved in next door screaming back indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't think so.
RC says yes. The Screaming Eagle does look good.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was so impressive. And the colors that they used were just great. Just great.
Yeah.
So,
he says we're missing Plumber Boggs tonight.
yeah, we haven't seen him on, but it's the holiday weekend, and he could have gone on vacation. We didn't see him on what other day did we do? The Thursday.
Thursday, I think.
Yeah, we didn't see him on Thursday evening either. That's not a surprise. He doesn't come in all the time on these, I'm sure we'll catch him after the holidays. We'll see him then. So yeah, because we actually wrote him about something and we haven't heard back yet because I want to make sure the files that he got, if he'd started to print anything yet, if he was having any issues with them, because he got the bridge files and we gave him part of the bridge built up pretty good. So I just want to make sure that he was able to do what he needed to do with that. Haven't heard, but it is a holiday weekend, so could have been off with family. Yep.
Yeah, let's see. Crochet Lady says nothing compares to the war bonnets.
Yeah, I love the war bonnets. I've been looking for. There's an engine that I really like. It's when they brought back the silver and red. They brought back the GP. Well, they brought back the paint scheme, but they put them on new engines at the time. They put them on that Dash 840 BW, and they put them on the GP60Ms. And I've always I had them in HO. I had the GP60Ms in HO. Well, I had both actually in HO, both manufacturers in HO. And I really would love to get a set of those in N scale, but they don't come up very often for sale, and when they do, they're expensive. So that's going to be one of those things that's going to have to be a train show find, that a guy just has them there, and I'll just have to roll the dice that they're operating and all that, because cheapest I see, like a single engine going for non-DCC, has been running about 200. And I want both, and I'm just not in the position to spend $400 right now for a pair of engines. I'd love to have that for a switching pair, because I see on Virtual Rail a lot that they're using those B units with an A unit of some sort, like an old Dash 840 BW, paired off together for switching purposes. So I'd like to have for the yards over here and all that, I'd like to have a pair of those to do all that with. If I could get a set of an ABBA, I'd use that as a nice set for road use. So, beautiful engines and beautiful paint job.
Willem says a cool thing would be building a government plaza with country flagpoles.
Yeah, we could probably do that. That could even be at an international hotel, like the Alexandria. We could put, because we're we have the train station here, and somewhere, in this fictional city that we don't have room for, but out of ways would be an airport. So, and if you think about the big cities, they, like I forget which hotel it was, but whenever they have a dignitary or somebody come in from a foreign country, they actually put the flag with the United States flag over the door when you go under it. So, but yeah, we could probably do something like that around one of the buildings, one of our hotels. We could probably do that for international travelers, because we'll have lots of international travelers headed our way once we get the city built. So, okay.
Yep. Great Northern says I've seen them, hoping to see them in N scale. The BNSF ones.
The BNSF.
heritage, the 250th anniversary.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They'll come out. I mean, I'm sure they will. Cotto just brought out the Abraham Lincoln, so that hasn't been on the rails more than, I don't know what, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, thereabouts, and it's already out now. So I'm sure everybody get on the bandwagon about that on the manufacturer's work because they're going to know. And I'm sure they're going to do it probably through the summer to end of the year time for like Christmas gifts and things like that. They're all going to want to get in on that. So. Because that's going to be a real pot. I mean, with the paint jobs that there are, I'm sure they make a lot of sales with that. So,
Let's see. Great Northern says I model transition era, but I buy them just for collecting purposes.
yeah. That's that. Yeah, you can always just put them in the display case or whatever. So, and then you can always have a day where you time warp into the future, and you can have modern equipment or two running around. So, wouldn't be that big a deal. That way, if you wanted to, you could have a few extra modern cars too and stuff. So, yeah. All right. So, I think, well, obviously, we're not going to stream tomorrow because of the holiday. And Tuesday, we got to take Gabe's car in, so we're probably not going to stream on Tuesday. And I want to finish putting the rest of the Alexandria together on Tuesday because I really want to start printing up the headquarters on Wednesday or Thursday. So. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll do a live stream probably Wednesday, and we'll catch you guys up on Alexandria. You'll see all those stair step things I was showing you on the drawings there. Wherever that went. Oh, here. That we're going to do, these things right here, they're going to be the top of each level so that it gives that really cool stair step effect up. I should have all of that in place and done by Wednesday. So I'm probably going to putty this one up, and I may just go ahead and primer it because those stair steps, I'm going to be using my black styrene on the walls and the roofs there, and I know, it would drive me crazy after a while if I just kept looking at that, so I may wind up just primering all the sections here after I get it done, maybe in a couple of weeks. So we'll see, or I may even, I don't know. We'll see. If I do that, I may just throw a coat of paint on it too. I don't know. If I've gone that far to putty it and sand it and smooth it and everything, then I might just wind up just primering it and giving it its color. So we'll see.
Crochet Lady says, suggestion, place the Ferris wheel near the convention center.
Well, yeah, but I don't really have the room for it without covering more track with a bump out like this. Because that whole corner back there, like we've talked about, is going to be our Broadway, Times Square area, to where we're going to have all those little computer screens, the little flat ones that you can program and have all the advertisement stuff up like you see in Times Square. We're going to be doing that back in that entire corner in one big building there. So we don't really have a whole lot of room back there to play with, and there's no room back behind the buildings. All we got room back there for is just putting the background buildings in the flats in back there. And I've taken this up with this. This whole area right here. I've got this, but see, this is where the elevated track's going to be coming through right here to get over to this area. So I'm kind of running out of space again. So I'm probably not going to have room to put it in at this point. So that's all right. We may do that upstairs when we build the one upstairs. So.
Penzi says hi.
Hi, Penzi. We're just getting ready to wrap up here for the night. I'll do another quick. I'll get the camera, get it back over here, give you an overview showing you how big this thing is next to the other tall towers that we've got. It shot past my crane. My crane only went up to the lower level here as far as like fictionally, being able to do it. So I was thinking about building those cranes that are on the side of the buildings that go up as the building goes up, but we're down to just 3 buildings now at this point as far as the freestanders. I think it'd be kind of a pointless thing at this point because probably by the end of June we'll have all of our freestanding buildings done. And then I'll just start to be working on the backgrounds, and I wouldn't be able to clip it to the back of the backgrounds. It just wouldn't work. So but that's all right. That was one of those fleeting thoughts. Thought it would look cool, but then we just wound up building these things too fast. Is what happened to actually be able to get a crane printed out and have it sitting there. So that's all right. All right, so let's give you guys another quick tour around. I'll just stand on the other side.
Penzi asks how you're doing.
Doing okay, doing all right. Having a busy weekend, just working on stuff. Hope you're doing good. Just get ready to enjoy the holiday tomorrow and cook out and all that kind of stuff. And once we get past the hot day tomorrow, our temperatures slide back down into the 60s. So it'll be nice next week. So get some yard work done, which the bad part of it being nice. And then I'm going to get back over here and start finishing the basing on the Skid Row stuff. I'll probably, while we're waiting for these things to print here, I'll probably get back into that probably Tuesday and Wednesday. It won't take me much time to build all the stuff that goes on that. I just have to get it printed. So we'll start getting these 2 blocks of the Skid Row finished up too. So lots of projects to finish before we hit the monster. So got to come up with a name for that one. Like I said, we changed this one to Titan. I'm not sure what we're going to call that one yet. I don't know, because the shape's just square. It doesn't. I mean, the Alexandria makes sense because it looks like a lighthouse. But I don't know what we're going to call this thing. Well, anyway, so let me get over here and I'll duck under and we'll show you everything that's going on the layout. We'll do a quick review.
Crochet Lady says Memorial Day of Remembrance. We can enjoy each other. See y'all at the next live.
Yeah. All right, let me come out over here.
Josh says I can't wait until June for the 2 train shows.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have them coming close to you that you're going to go to. That will be good. We've got one at the end of June for the N-Scale National Convention up in Milwaukee. Okay, so there you go. As you can see, the new Alexandria right here with the round top up there. That's why we named it the Alexandria, because it looks like a lighthouse. We'll have all those details and everything put on it. It's taller than the Titan, which I thought the Titan was going to be our biggest to date, or we were going to have, but we're now maxed though. I mean, this is 1/4 of an inch for the ceiling. I am going to paint the ceiling blue over the layout area so that it look nice. I'll just keep doing that. What does that say?
Huh?
Names, what?
Oh, name suggestions from your gang for the new building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to try to come up with a new name for that big guy that we're going to be putting right over here, we'll have probably the big front face printed of that towards the end of next week. We've got to print 25 panels per front and back, so we'll have 60 panels. So we have to have, this is a panel right here. It's about as big as what a panel is. So this thing's going to take 60 panels over here on this wall. So each panel is 3 hours of print time. So we have 180 hours that's going to take us to print this thing right over here. So obviously we're not going to, I don't know what I was thinking of. We're obviously not going to have that by the end of the week. It'll probably take us about 2 weeks to print that up, 2 to 3 weeks to print that up. So, but anyway, so here's the bridge that I was talking about, that the files that we gave the other to the other guy. And here's the Skid Row area. For those of you that haven't seen our little fence in the back that has the graffiti on it, there it is.
Penzi says, did you answer that about the fake on it?
No.
He says, have I told you what I got from the last train show where I live? It's a custom painted Athearn Blue Box Santa Fe -89 BNSF fake bonnet.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
That's a good find. Okay, so then of course we had before this one got done here. That was the one before. That was our parking garage. There'll be a massive background building that'll be up behind this guy right here, and then our convention center. The rest of the convention center, the big convention part of the building, will be back behind those 2 towers. So we are getting there. So it's coming along pretty fast. Like I said, this summer we should have all of the buildings in. Hopefully all the backgrounds as well. But at least all the freestandings, which is another 3, I think. Yes, 180 hours of print time. Yeah, because I'll show you the size of it here. When I duck back under, I'll take the camera over and show you. So yeah, so I have to clean all this off, get this shelf moved out of here, get all that stuff up over there, over to here, because this big guy is going to go all the way to the ceiling over here with its antennas and its dome and its dishes and stuff, satellite dishes. Okay, so what we have to print. Right here, you can see, let me see. All right, this right here is fills the plate right here, our print plate. and it goes to right. Where does it go to? Let's see here. Yeah, it's right here. Sometimes you can't see my seams; they're so good. So it's right here. Let me back this up. So this is what we can put on one plate. Is this space right here, and that's going to take 60 of those to do the building back over here. And this is 3 hours to print a section like this. So yes, it's going to take us 180 hours to print the big guy. That's why we're going to get started on it, and we're going to get rolling through it. So we'll probably print about 12 hours a day, between 10 and 12 hours a day on it. Because we can just turn, when we're out doing stuff, running errands, doing things, we just turn it on and let it go, and it just prints while we're gone. So yeah, we should be able to get at least 10 hours a day in on printing. So that, so what does that come out to being then? 18 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 days.
Yeah, 18
so
days.
roughly a little over 3 weeks. Every day for a little over 3 weeks. But that will, that'll eliminate over half that wall be having to do anything over there other than the elevated track in front of it. So
RC says you need another 3D printer.
yeah, I know, and they're on sale this weekend. If I had the cash, I'd pick it up because they're down to $299 a printer. Bamboo had a big sale for the weekend. So yeah, if I could have, I'd have gotten it, but it just is what it is. So anyway, we're gonna get in on this. You guys will see this coming together. I don't know. Maybe we should do that one instead. That big funky one with the angle stuff. Because that won't take that'd probably only be, even if we take it up like 2/3, 3/4 the height of this, it's still only going to be about 1/3 of those files. That's big, and save maybe that for the end of the year, or maybe even the fall. I just really wanted to get it done.
Yeah.
But that might be good for the fall, when you're back to school.
Yeah.
And I just have to keep reprinting and reprinting and reprinting on the
Same.
thing all day long while you're gone.
Uh-huh.
Because they'll be the same exact file, because it's just, other than the ones that are on the end, every other one's going to be the same exact file.
Yeah.
So maybe you might think about this over here instead, because we could get that printed with the 4 spools that we got. We could easily get that printed,
Right.
and we could probably come up with one of the other final ones, like the big guy that's going to go right there. We might do that. What's up?
Crochet Lady says, I agree with Great Northern. Take a break and run some trains next time.
Yeah. I haven't run trains since, just been working on this. I haven't run trains since the last live stream that we had when we were running the 2 Amtraks. So the thing is I just don't have yards set up where I can move things. I have to take everything off, set it out of the way, bring it back, put it on. Whereas once I get this thing built, which is a project this summer, building our, on the other side by that wall, building our yards and our display case, and the yards that feed in over here to allow us to switch anything we want in and out of here. I should get that done, so we could just leave a lot of the trains over there in the hole ready to go, and just be able to pull stuff out so it's not the same trains all the time. So we'll see. Okay.
Let's see. RC says, yay, I stayed awake.
There you go.
And yes, the FEC train represent Florida.
Yep. We got it sitting right back here behind us. Yeah, like I said, as soon as I find that replacement for that fuel cell file I lost, we'll get that tender done for it. So that'll all be coming this summer too. But those only take like an hour to print, so I could squeeze that in between other projects. So yeah, maybe we'll just go ahead and do this. We'll just redo this building right here. It might be a very unique design to have it done. So we'll see. Okay. Anyway. So I hope you guys all have a good, if you're in the States, have a good, well, and it doesn't matter if you're in the States or not, but have a good Memorial Day weekend. You celebrate, stay safe, and we will be back on, we'll be back on Wednesday because the next 2 days are going to be really busy for us. So, but we'll see you guys then, and I'm glad you joined us tonight, and thanks for coming by, and like I said, now you can see that we're really moving on this, so just, like and subscribe if you've liked it, if you haven't already, and get the notifications so you know when we're coming on. And that way you can stay up to date with everything that we're doing. So
Let's see. Great Northern says nice stream.
Oh, thank you.
RC says see you then.
Sounds good.
And Josh says happy Memorial Day. Bye.
You too. Same to everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take care, and we'll see you on Wednesday.